No problem. No problem. Uh, but to start us off, I'm gonna. I, I'm always creating these new songs, right? So here's one called uh, "Retirement at 24." Can you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
At 22, I found my stride. With IBM, I took a ride. A master coder, quick to rise. My talent swiftly recognized. To LA, they asked me to move. I knew my life would not improve. It's time to be a freelancer. I'll choose those songs. I'm a dancer. If you can live so work is play, you'll never work another day. Design your life to fit your heart. Retirement's now. Don't wait to start. A clever deal, my first great win. With COBOL quickly I begin. Midnight oil and friends on call. I met her deadline standing tall. My client smiled, the checks rolled in. 3 hours a day and life was grand. Just years of play, who needs the grind? Both time and cash, sweetly aligned. If you can live so work is play, you'll never work another day. Design your life to fit your heart. Retirement's now. Don't wait to start. At 42, I made a switch. Coaching's the play that makes me rich. At 81, I'll never stop my work. It's like my lollipop. So ask yourself and ask it true. What life could you design for you? The rules aren't fixed, just find a way. So that your work is how you play.
Any comments or questions about that one?
I think I'm just curious. You created a song, it from your story, from your life, and you use the AI. AI finished.
Yeah,
help you.
I use ChatGPT to help create lyrics, but then I usually spend about a half hour to 45 minutes making it better. Yeah, but I use AI to help me make the lyrics. Yes.
Oh, it's nice. This song is a very nice song.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Joy, I just want to ask you first, is there something you'd like to share with me today?
Hello, Dwight.
Hi, Joy. Good to see you.
Yeah, I just get up because I slept very late last night because my air flight is very late yesterday because due to the raining in China's several cities, like in Jinan. I fly from Jinan to Chengdu, and due to the bad weather, so I just
Okay.
sleep at
Good.
two 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 2 o'clock a.m. So it's very late.
Okay.
So I
Okay. Yeah. So
I get up very late. But
good.
I told you why I fly to Jinan, because I do some training to the enterprise. It's not my company's job, it's my own job. I
Okay.
mean, I know the boss in that company and for more than almost 10 years. And I do some project for him several years ago.
Mhm.
And now he is the new enterprise's boss. And he thought that the projects we have done before is useful for his new enterprise, new company, and he invite me to training his employees, and we do a workshop about 4 times during the 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Great.
I think that because there's no need for me to cooperate with them with my company, because he just think that I can do this job. So
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Good.
I just work for him, for this company by myself.
Excellent.
But it's not very suitable for me as a the single person to do the service to his company. So I cooperate with another company that is my friend's company that use this company to cooperate with this company with
Excuse
my
me.
customer.
Excuse me, Joy. This is very interesting, but is there some issue or problem you'd like to
Yeah,
discuss
I just
today?
I told me the truth that told me the new things about me. And for me, I
Okay.
think that if I always work for the company, I always got my salary. I I have to work every day and follow the company's routine. And
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
and when I get older and older, that
Yes.
maybe I will feel very unsafe, that because the new young people, they can work harder than you, they have more energetic. I think boss will think that. So during this time, I think that I should find the way or something that I can do for fun or for my rest of my life when I get older and older. That also I can make money.
Sure.
And that is why this time when they ask me to do the trading, then I think I can do by myself.
Sure. Yes.
But
So,
there is
Joy,
a principle for me.
there's a what?
Well, there is a principle for me. That is I don't want to make any lose for my company now. I mean that there is no conflict with my my own work or my own project with my my company.
So
I mean
are
that.
you, so am I understanding that maybe you feel like you might be betraying your regular company by your other work?
I mean that I will use some energy. It
Oh,
will occupy some.
you would take away some of your energy or resources from doing your regular job. Is that right?
Yeah, first I must do my regular job first, because this company I got the salary. I have to got the responsibility for the company, and I want to do more and more this kind of things that if one day I quit my job, I still can make money. I still
So,
can do the things that I enjoy,
okay,
and it's can be a free style.
sure. Okay, so this is really great. So it actually relates to the song we just listened to. So uh, let me give you the details of, I mean, of course, my life, everybody's life is different, but there's some principles, that can be the same. And so it turns out, I worked for IBM from for 2 years, and there were really long hours, and I basically liked to work, but yes, it was long hours. And as long as I keep working for IBM, that's going to be it. Um, but I decided to work for myself when I was 24, and I was able to get a client, and she agreed to pay me what's called a retainer. Do you know what a retainer is? It's just like
Which
she just pays me a certain amount per month, and sort of expects me to do whatever work is needed, okay, for that amount. I mean, maybe if it's a lot of work, I might ask for more. It's like a basic amount, so it's a little bit like a salary, okay, but from a client, not from a company where they expect you to go to work every day, okay.
Mhm,
So she gave me a retainer. And it was enough, even though I was living in New York City.
mhm,
I kept my expenses low,
mhm,
so it was enough for me to live. And I didn't plan it this way, Joy, but I ended up working about 3 hours a day. I had a lot of free time,
mhm,
to do
mhm,
other things, and had a freedom, and I can get other clients. Actually, she sort of was my only client for 5 years, and later I got other clients. But I'm
mhm,
always working for myself. It's my
mhm,
life. I can arrange
mhm,
my hours. I can work more, make more money, work less, make less money. And um, so it's easy, and I design it my way. And and actually, as you get older, you have more wisdom. You should be able to, sure, there's younger people always coming on, but the wisdom that you have and the experience that you can bring, especially if you're doing training and teaching, Joy. Young people they would have a hard time knowing what you know and being able to communicate powerfully what you know, right?
I think so. And I think that's if I can make some course for by myself during that's my education or my background, that can be very, I think that can be hard at the very beginning, but then I can earn as the same money as as I can earn now. But it's another kind of the life.
Yeah.
I
So,
really take it seriously to think about these things.
well, right now you're having a little bit of conflict because you're holding down a full-time regular job and you're doing the extra work, okay? I
Yeah,
don't
this
I
is the first time for
uh,
me.
okay, all right. But I don't know if it's possible, Joy. I don't know how much income you have to have. A lot of people they get golden. They're spending a lot of money, so they have to make a lot of money. But if you can like focus on reducing your expenses, and then and you could do all your work like freelance, like for this, and maybe you end up working much less time, but you make enough money and you have your freedom and you don't have to worry about your future, and you can start to have your freedom now. You don't need to wait till later, maybe. Uh,
Mm, um, now you talk about the expense. Nowadays, because my daughter just graduated from the primary school, and then she will be a middle school student, and there are 6 years for her to spend her time to spend her hardworking time in China, and then she will go to university. That is
Yeah, your daughter's hardworking, you're hardworking. Why don't you stop hardworking? What is this hardworking stuff? Give up hardworking. Stop it. Stop it, lady. You don't have to hard work. Your daughter doesn't have to hard work. You know, don't pressure yourself. Don't pressure her. It's not necessary.
I mean that you talk about the expense. That I mean that the expense, my
Okay.
the very I afford hers I mean that the study fee.
Well, there may be some study fee, but I'm sure look, you can study on the internet for free. Internet studying is much better than school studying, and it's much more interesting. Have your daughter quit school and just study on the internet. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but you can do that sort of thing. Your mind is just too in tune, like you just think it has to be a standard way, Joy. You have no freedom there. The world is your
uh,
playground. I don't think you see that. It's a playground for you. It's a playground for your
we talk
daughter.
about this lifestyle several times, but it's really hard for me to live as your way or as some Western people's way. The way really for me it's very traditional. That I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Follow
Well,
this.
I know it would be a big courage for you. I mean, um, um, and but I don't. It can be so much easier if you don't have so many rules in your head about it has to be this way, it has to be that way. There's all sorts of ways you could be creative, okay? And you're still going to be a Chinese. Maybe people will think you're a little bit weird or different if you, do differently with your children. Katrina, I don't know if you could talk with Katrina with her children. She's got two girls, okay, and
Mhm.
but she has a little bit different attitude about schooling. Than maybe you do. I mean, I don't. I'm not saying she's right or you're wrong, okay, but there are other ways, even in China, you know, um, and um, you disappeared. Are you still there, Joy?
I'm
Okay.
surround my camera.
Okay. Now I see you. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, and and yes, you have a I mean the way you're thinking of it now, you're thinking of okay, you want to develop this side thing so to provide some security in the future, but what if you could just but you're working so hard now for it to be better later. It's almost like you're you're trading your happiness now for hopeful happiness in the future, you know?
I think I work hard, but I enjoy it. I can handle it. It's not
Well,
very complex for me, and I really got interest
okay,
from my work. It's
that's
not
great.
just the very. I always can do some new things that I. Sometimes it's kind of boring during sometimes, but
Okay.
sometimes it's. I think it's interest for me. I told you my first time experience about my extra work that I want to say. The first one, I want to start my ex work from this year that as as the same as my present work now. Maybe I will quit my job to start my extra work that is
Yes.
more. that I can get more freedom and
Yes.
do
Yes.
what I'm good at, and maybe I can focus on it
Yep.
because China is very big. That is many needs
Yes.
during um uh, um even now it's very the economy is not so good, but I still find some needs during the companies that
Yep.
since I just graduated, I just do the servers for the companies that I just got some many experience for that to do the management consultant or some consultant work that I have done. That is, especially this time, they want to pay
Okay.
me.
So, Joy, what I hear is, all right, you like your job, you don't want to quit your job now, okay, but you're concerned about a conflict between the time for your job and your extra work for yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, maybe, I don't know, you could talk with your current boss and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take some time away, and just negotiate in an open way, um, and limit your time at your regular job so you can have freedom for your other job." Uh, Many Chinese act as if the boss can just use all their time and the boss has complete demand of their time. But you can get an agreement to limit your time, that you're willing to do a good job in a limited amount of time, and then you have time for the other things.
Uh, that is a good way that if I can negotiate with my boss, but it cannot be it cannot do like that because there is a lot of the clients, a lot of the employees in our company, and my boss uh, he doesn't agree with that way to work with. The only way that I just arrange my time that to do the extra work. Take this time, for example, and I arrange my time on Saturday. So I just ask for half a day to leave out and just um, from the Friday's afternoon, I fly to Jinan, and then I spend the whole day on holiday to do my extra work. That is can be possible.
So it seems
Uh,
like you have this, that you don't think you already proved to me it's not possible, right? You're asking me to solve something that you're sure is not possible.
because it's Chinese companies rules. They don't want to bring the rules for me. I'm not so important for the company. I mean that's the point. That's important means that if they lose me, their uh, companies sales is not it's go increased that deeply sharply. I think I'm not that so important in that company
Well, if
makes
you're
the
not that
boss to
important,
break the rules for me.
if you're not important, quit and get another job that will be according to your agreements.
Everyone is not so important. I mean,
No, no,
so maybe
you can
now I think I'm
negotiate.
important.
You can negotiate, especially at
No,
the beginning. You can negotiate. You can say, "This is what
no,
I'm."
they will fire me.
But not if you have the agreement at the beginning. This is how much I'm willing to do. These are the hours I'm willing to do, and they can hire you on that
I
basis or
yeah,
not.
you give me the advice that I can do it
Well,
because I
you're
know
not.
that you
You what
always
do you mean you can't? You're not willing to choose the courage, or nobody will say yes.
it's not about the courage.
What it's about?
It's about the truth
You
because
don't know
oh
the truth. You think you
okay
know I know China better than you do. Why can't I say
I
that?
don't want to
Wait,
argue
wait,
with
wait.
me
You
with
listen
you.
to me. Why do I say I know China better than you do? Because I know more people and they are doing things like I'm saying in China. Yes, I know. there's a certain standard. And so people like you think it's all the same. There's no exception. There's no company. There's no thing you could negotiate. You already think you know every situation. So you're not willing to try. See, that gives you the excuse not to even go look. You won't even go look to see if I'm wrong or not.
Okay, we can talk about this. What's your? I will think about your suggestion. But I have my own. I mean that's my own. I know that I know what is wrong or right. In
There
this
is no
company.
wrong or right. There's what will work or what will not work. That's all there is. There's no wrong or right. There's what works or doesn't work or what could work. Okay.
Probably. I mean that I work for a very big company. It's
Oh, but yeah, so you work for big, and there's hundreds of thousands of big companies and little companies, whatever in China. There's a,
they don't
let,
allot the
let me tell you
allot
something.
that
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's a totally different area. But I've been looking for a girlfriend here in Vietnam. Okay? And I want a very strange thing in a girlfriend. I want only see a girl once a week, right? I, d-
mm-hmm.
I don't support her. We don't, we're just together for romance and see each other once a week. I met many Vietnamese girls that no woman in Vietnam will do that. There's no woman. They're totally sure. All the women in Vietnam will want to live together, put the money together. They're totally sure of that. And now I have a girlfriend who's totally happy with just what I want. Now, it's true. Most girls in Vietnam would not fit me, okay? But I found one who fit. You can find a company that fits you. You just decide what you want and go looking, and you'll find that company. You're the boss. You can find it.
Oh, I got your idea. You mean that I can find this kind of company, not the present company. You just
Yeah,
want to say the way you can choose.
maybe it cannot be done with the present company. Maybe if they know that they're going to lose you, but if they'll do a little adjustment, they won't lose you. Maybe they would adjust. We don't know, right? But certainly, some company would. They see your ability. You have amazing ability. You've got presence. You've got communication ability. You know things. A lot. They're very valuable for companies. Okay, and you can present yourself well. But if you get clear in your own mind what the working hours, what arrangement you want, and maybe you have to accept a reduced salary or something like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get what you want. Really.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go ask. You gotta do, And hey, maybe I'm wrong. I'll make you a deal. I'll even make you a bet. If you go, first we have to do individual coaching. So I'm clear you know how to present yourself and you know what you're going to ask for. And then you agree to go for and have, after you have interviews, if you have interviews with 25 companies and you cannot find a single company, then I'll pay you. How much will I pay you? I'll pay you 1,000 RMB. But if you do get a job within 25 companies, you have to pay me 1,000 RMB. Are you willing to do that bet? See, I'm that sure you can find a company.
There is no need for me to interview 25 million a company to get a job. It's very easy for me to get
No,
a
to
job.
get a job that you want, according to the reduced hours or whatever. I'm talking about a job that you want, not just any job, but a job that you want with the reduced hours or flexibilities. that's what I'm talking. Of course, you can go out and get any job, but according to your desires and your fantasy, you know, that's the type of job I'm talking about.
We call that free consultant during my field.
Okay. It might be a consulting type of job, you know. It could be.
Yeah, I like the consulting. You are consult with a single person, but I consult with a business company.
Exactly.
To be
Yeah.
or to say.
Yeah.
You to
Yeah.
be, I'm to say.
Yeah, you could even have a consulting contract. So maybe you even get a sort of a fixed amount of money. It's possible, but still have freedom and flexibility. Yeah, you can have it, lady. You can have it. You're undervaluing yourself. You don't know what you can have. It's amazing what you can get if you're willing to ask, especially in a creative way. And even miracles can happen. You can even be, oh my God, I found this company who's willing to give me this. I can't, it can even seem like a miracle. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think that I can try, because during this time I find that I can do by myself though. So this is the first time I really think very very seriously about my job during the risk life and but for me we know each other for almost 10 years, and you know that sometimes I'm stubborn, sometimes sometimes I think
we're both stubborn.
okay.
I'm stubborn too.
Stubborn, and also I want to make the things very safe for me. So that is why I told you that I will try it. It got the possibility for me, and I also can earn not by salary. That then I will choose the way that maybe I'm the free consultant. Yeah, I think so, because also there is a very important sense, as you said at the very beginning. You said that you will reduce your
Maybe.
reduce my expense during the daily life. That
Yep.
is very important for me. So I will do that things from this year, and I leverage just to know how much I will spend every month. Maybe I'm not got very very specific amount of every month I have to pay. So I will do that later, and I know that if I reduce my my spending, if it's make me feel more safe, that I can support me to do the way that it's benefit for the rest of my life.
Yep. But yeah, reducing expenses. Yeah, safety is good. I like safety too. But be careful, because if you demand too much safety, it actually creates risks in terms of you can't really have the life that you want. And so you have risks that you can't have the life that you want. That's a pretty big risk. I mean, maybe we don't call that risk. Oh, I'm so safe, but you're bored and you don't love your life. A lot of people live. I'm not saying you do, because you've got a pretty interesting life and you love your job and stuff like that. But still, you could have even more joy, even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first step is to reduce my expense, and this year I don't want to have the I will maybe have sell my some of my apartment, and I just leave one apartment for me. There is no note for me. That will be reduce the expense.
Yep.
That will make me feel free. You know, so many Chinese people, they will afford to buy a apartment. That is very a big exposure for a
Yep.
family. Now
Sure.
maybe I will change my
Yep.
the structure of my life. My life's I don't know. Reset? I don't know.
It's a sort of structure, like the amount of money that has to outgo. Like try to always have like the monthly income is always more than the monthly outgo. Then you just have more and more freedom, more and more buffer. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. Especially during when I 40 when I spend my 40 years birthday. That really I find that it's different during my surrounding environment. That's my friends at the same age. They are hard to find a very good job, and also they have a very big expressions that about their life. That's the truth in China.
Yep. Okay. So, are we complete for today?
Yes, thank you a lot. And
Thank you.
first, thank you.
Um, so Claire, um, Claire, are you there? Maybe Claire's not there. It's so funny. I put on the captions. I don't know whether any of you are turned on the captions, but it's interesting to watch what words it says that I'm saying. Okay. So Ibeen, do you have something something to discuss with me?
No, I have no problem.
Okay. All right. Katrina, how about you there in Detroit? Is Detroit still awake? Oh, there's Claire. Claire, can you, your audio is off. Huh. Claire?
Sorry.
There you
Yeah,
are.
I'm here. Dwight.
Okay. All
Good
right.
morning. And I missed the problem. I'm so sorry. So maybe another one can give you some answers.
You don't have any problem?
Oh, recently I have a problem about emotion, not emotion. I'm just want to see you because if I can see you on the Sunday, I can confirm you're healthy.
To
So
confirm I'm healthy.
yeah, so
Well,
just
let me, I can, maybe I can scare you a little bit.
yeah,
Tomorrow I'm flying to Saigon.
Saigon.
Yeah, it's a big city in Vietnam. Um, there's a special operation that I'm going to do. It's a simple medical operation, pretty simple, but they don't have it here in this city. So I'm going to a special hospital in Saigon, and I'm going to check into the hospital tomorrow afternoon, and I'll have the operation on Tuesday morning, and then it'll
Yeah,
probably be in the hospital until Thursday. Check out and fly back to Da Nang on Thursday. So I'm going to have a hospital adventure again. You know, I'm so
yeah,
excited. You know, But
You excited. I was
yeah,
worried.
you're see, all these people worry about me. I don't have to do any worries because other people will worry for me. Thank you. Thank you for worrying for me, Claire.
Okay, God
You're
will
s-
bless you, Dwight.
you're so sweet. I'm sorry. Maybe it sounds like I'm being okay. Thank you for your concern. Thank you.
Uh,
I feel very touched. Okay.
yeah. Uh, if you need any help, you can tell me by the WeChat because
Okay.
I have
Good.
some colleague in Vietnam
Okay.
and uh, and the Kunming. You know, even though the Kunming is in China, but Kunming is closely to the another
Yes,
country.
it's very
Yeah,
close to Vietnam.
yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, my problem is I don't have interesting with men, with
You don't
boys,
have So would you like to be interested in boys?
because I been married. I think I need to find a handsome husband, but now I was not have interest in men.
Okay, so what's the problem? I mean, you can have a very happy single life, you know.
Yeah,
So so if or you can have a single life and play around with boyfriends and don't even have to get married, you know. Uh,
yeah.
like I have a girlfriend, but I'm not going to get married. So we're just gonna have a good time together, you know? Yeah. So why get married, you know?
Uh, Recently,
Uh,
is China's China's festival is named Qixi. Do you know Qixi?
what is this?
Qixi Festival. In Chinese is maybe it's Americans. Let me search this festival name. Abin or other person can translate for me. 七夕节，
中国的情人节嘛
你给他翻译一下呀。
，Valentine Day，
Oh, Valentine's
next
Day. Okay,
maybe
Valentine's
next
Day.
month，
Okay,
哎
Valentine's Day. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
Valentine's
in a few
Day.
days。
But
Yeah.
yeah, so maybe some romantic love story, but I don't want to connect with any man. So
You know, there's a recent song that's popular on YouTube. I know you don't get YouTube easily in China, but a recent
yeah,
song, it's about I get to hold my own hand. I'm the best friend there is. I don't need a man. I get to hold my own hand. You know, it's like a woman singing, you know. She doesn't need a man. She can hold her hand and love herself better than any man, so she doesn't need a man, you know. It's a fun song, you know. You should find that song, you know. Yeah. So, yeah.
so it's not a
Well,
problem. Yeah,
yeah. Or or by the way, I think sometimes maybe boys and girls they get burned out, you know, about they feel like it's too much work or it's too like you can have your heart broken or you know if you have a relationship and but I don't mean to not take relationships seriously. I take a relationship very seriously, but a
yeah,
relationship is just for having fun. You know, it can be
yeah. It's
fun.
not
You
a
know,
responsibility.
yeah. You don't. I mean, there's yeah. You don't need to. It doesn't have to have any burden to it, or you know, um, and you can if you're clear about what you want and you don't want and the other person is okay with that and they can enjoy it too, you know, and then you can have these
Yeah,
special times together um, and hey, you know, in some way especially for younger women, you know, I mean it's much easier for a woman to get a man than it is for a man to get a woman, you know.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, uh, and so you have a lot more power. You can just say, "Hey, I want this, but not that." It's okay, all right, and if you say it the right way, then if they can do it, they'll do it. Oh my God, I get to be with this woman. Oh my God, I'm so lucky. Of course I'll do that. Right? Yeah, yeah. So a woman who knows how to use her power, she has a pick of good men.
It's a very interesting opinion.
It's not an opinion, it's a fact. What do you mean calling my whatever I say comes out of my mouth is not opinion, it's fact. I can prove it too. If you doubt me, I can give you specific examples how you can do exactly what you want with men. Just tell me your fantasy. I'll show you how to get it, you know? Yeah.
But always the number one. So I don't stress me. I just, now I think I give me a task. I need to find a man, a girl, we need to get married. Hurry, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Are you saying that, or is your mother saying that? Who is saying that?
Yeah.
Who says that?
My father.
So your father, your father says that. Does that mean anything? Your father says it. So what? That's his business. He says that's your business. What you do with your life, not his. Not his. You can listen to him and say, "Thank you for your concern, Father," and then do what you want. He's not the one who has to live with the man. This is your life. You take care of you.
It's China problem. Maybe, yeah. So just
It's not just China problem. It's world. It's world problem. By the way, I just got to tell you this story. I have this assistant, and she surprised me and really inspired me. So let me tell you, she's just 19 years old. Okay, she's a freshman in university. Okay, and
yeah.
she's been my assistant for over a year. She's a good friend. Her name is Jelly. She's got good English. This is her sort of funny English name, Jelly. Okay, and and she's got good English. And she's told me about her relationship with her family. I think she's the oldest of four children or something like that. But she's sort of she's the black sheep of her family. Okay, she's really a little bit. I mean, she told me this story. Do you know what a condom is?
No.
Oh, you don't. Well, a condom, when you have sex, it's something that a man wears to help
Oh,
prevent disease or pregnancy. Okay, it's called a
oh,
condom. Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
when she was 17 years old, she says she goes to her parent when she's seven. She goes to her parents. Hey, what can you tell me about condoms? And her
Yeah.
parents are shocked.
Uh,
They say, why do you need to know about condoms? Well, she says, well, I'm going to start having sex soon, so I need to know about them. Don't you think so?
yeah.
I mean, she's a really pretty, crazy young lady, okay? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, 3 days ago, she told me she moved out of her parents' home.
Uh,
She just moved out, okay? And she's
17.
Or no, now she's 19 now. Okay, she's not. Okay, she's 19. But she told me she's been preparing for 3 months. She's very carefully, one by one, moving her items to her boyfriend's house. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, and she has a really great boyfriend who totally supports her and everything. Okay, and
Yeah.
and she's also done a lot of thinking about how she can even support herself financially. She doesn't have to depend upon her parents financially. There's been a
Yeah.
lot of, I mean, she's really prepared well. But then she, on the last day, she says she's moving out. She's not asking permission. It's not open for discussion. She's just telling them. She even tries to reassure them, "Hey, I'll be okay. I've been thinking about this." Okay. But you can
Yeah.
imagine her parents are so angry. Her
Yeah.
parents are, especially her father. And
Yeah.
he even threatens to disown her. Like, we're never going to talk with you again, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. But But 2 days later, it's changing. Two days after that, oh, please come back. We need your help. Maybe we'll be sick and we'll need your help. Like, so they're using all sorts of guilt. They're trying to use guilt, to get her to come back. But she's very clear, and she allows me to coach her a little bit, and
Mm,
I so admire her. That's big, big, big courage, to
mm,
and in the big picture, she will have better relationship with her parents. Okay.
yeah.
You
Because they
know,
were,
yeah, because she's not getting an argument with them. She's not trying to change them. She's just taking care of herself. Just taking
yeah.
care of herself. Okay. And so listen, these things that you think are just in China, they're not just in China. They're all around the world. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. I mean, yes, even in America, they're a little bit different. Yes, they according to the culture, they will look a little bit different from one culture to another, but the principles are the same. You know, so your father, in his mind, he believes you're going to have a happier life married. You're you know best. I mean, sure, we all make mistakes, but you know best what's best for you. Your father doesn't know best. You know, I
yeah.
don't mean maybe he might have. I mean, but still, it's you can only be the final judge. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Uh,
Dwight.
One time, I had this friend in Shanghai. She'd actually been shortly married and divorced one time. She was 43. Okay, so at even 43, her mother is saying, "Do you have a boyfriend yet? Are you getting married yet?" So her mother's still pressuring her to get married. Okay, at 43. So one time she said to her mother, "Mom, I think I probably could get married. But if I
Wow.
got, but wait, just let me finish. You have to hear the first. I could, she could, yeah, she was an attractive woman. There were men who would marry her if she was agreeable. Okay. Just like
Yeah.
there's men who would marry you if you were agreeable. I'm sure you could easily get a man who would agree to marry you. Okay. Okay. But she said, I could get married. But if I got married at this time, I would be more unhappy than I am single. So, do you want me to be married unhappy, or do you want me to be happy single? Which do you want? And her mother says, Don't ask me that question, which really shows you. I mean, her mother really does want her to be happy. I mean, in your father's fundamental heart, he wants you to be
Yeah.
happy. He just has the wrong idea of what can make you happy.
Yeah.
So,
They
and
think married will let your life be better, but sometimes it's not.
no, it's not. It's not. and
Yeah.
and the girlfriend I just got, she's divorcing her husband now.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good marriage. So, uh, and now I think she's starting to be really happy with me, and so hey, single's great, or playing, it's all sorts of options, not just one option. It's not just single or married. It's single and no romance in your life, or single and this man today and that man tomorrow, or maybe this man today and the same man tomorrow. I mean, there's all sorts of options. Or it can even be two men the same day. You know, I don't know, whatever. You know, it's sort of funny.
Yeah.
If you ask a man to fantasize like a fantasy world, like if he could have as many girls at the same time as he wanted, you know, like in his life, you know, like a fantasy world, you know, like everybody approves and all these women love him, like in the fantasy world. Most men will say, "Oh yeah, yeah, 100 or 10 or whatever," you know. Most men will say that. But it's interesting what happens if you ask women. Because you think, oh, all the women would just say one man. Well, what I've found, I've done this. I've asked a lot of women. Like, imagine there's 100 men, and
Yeah.
everyone is totally in love with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone is different, and you would feel differently with each one. And
Wow.
somehow they're not. If they just get to spend a few hours with you, they'll be so grateful. You just whatever you're willing to give them, they'll be grateful. Okay, they won't. Somehow they won't have jealousy. And imagine you don't have to worry about disease. You don't have to worry about pregnancy. Imagine the culture will just say, "Hey, you know, the more the better. You know, have as many as you want." I know it's a big fantasy, but imagine that. So I said, I asked women, how many men would you choose,
Yeah.
and how would you arrange them in your life? So if I asked you that now, right now, Claire, how many men would you choose? And how? And they're all just waiting, just one man. So you think one? Okay. So you're like 60% of the women. 60% of the women say one man. But guess what? 40% say more than one.
Uh,
I had a Japanese lady I asked this one time. It was a married Japanese lady. She already had one lover, I knew. Okay.
oh.
Okay. Uh, but I asked her this question. She said
Yeah.
her answer was 21. I said, why?
Oh.
Yeah, I said, why 21? You know, well, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, 7 days a week, then rotated, you know? So,
So busy.
yeah, yeah. Well, you know, well, it's just assuming complete free time. You know, complete free time. Money's no problem. Just yeah, that's part of the family fantasy. Complete free time. Okay, okay. So 60% of the women are like you. Just one's enough. Okay, okay. But hey, 40%. Guess what? But of course, the 40% of the women won't tell you that usually. See, well, women usually won't admit this, right? It's more acceptable for men to admit it. But there's a lot of women out there who are they like it too, you know.
Oh, amazing.
So hey, life's your playground.
Okay. Thank you, Dwight.
Thank you.
I get a lot of courage from you so many times. In my life, when I lack of the passion or courage, I just to think. You told me courage and try everything. And life is an adventure.
And everybody and everything was put here just for you to play with, including me. I'm here just for you. I'm just reality just to somehow arrange for me to be in your life just for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And I remember your house in Kunming. They have a single, a slogan, life is an adventure. Do you remember that? Your house in Kunming. And they have a post.
Well, I remember one posting says, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet. Is that the one? Or is that maybe that was a different one? I don't remember that one, but I remember a big one that says, a stranger is just a friend I haven't met yet.
Maybe
Maybe.
maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Not
Well,
not
it could have been that. Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
finished.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Faraday, do you have anything today?
Uh, I just like begin, you just from the created the sound. I something ask you. You mean for me, I learn is the basic is the computer knowledges. So, but something I can't just like 1 week ago, I want to download the ChatGPT because I find I can't. So I mean, do you have some experience or some gist I can learn? Today is intelligence artificial times, and more people want to learn. Just before I use the open AI because I find the how to use the open AI is like created story, created the song, or create or document because you can good at the use the just like ChatGPT or like the use the open AI. So it's difficult is for me, Do you have some how
So
to
I'm not, so say in just one sentence, what is difficult for you that you want to be easy?
difficult for me is like some computer I can't the cooperation, just like open AI and ChatGPT. You mean because I just learned in basic language in my school about the computer. You mean I know it's in China. Most of people just learn the basic, so it's
So
not too high.
what do you want to learn that you don't currently know?
I don't know. So just do you have? I just talk. Do you have for some suggest or you may do have some experience just like basic?
Suggestion for what problem?
Oh, problem. Uh, for me, like corporate how to use open AI or like chat GPT.
Well, I meant you could, the way I use it is I just experiment. Just, okay, let me ask it this question, see what happens. Let's try this, let's try that. Also, if you want to, I don't know, you can, if you have a VPN, you can use YouTube. There's all sorts of YouTube videos on using ChatGPT and other AIs. Okay, and I'm sure there's also even videos in China so there's all sorts of stuff about how to use the AI better. Just go easy. Just search on YouTube or other channels about that, or even AI. You can even ask AI how to learn how to use you better. You can even ask AI how that. You know. I'll show
Oh,
you. I'll show you. Let me share the screen right now. We'll just go ask AI, see what it says. Okay, so here's my AI. I'm going to just try a new chat. Um, if I wanted to know about all the great and creative ways to use you, uh, what resources might I take advantage of? Okay, so I just asked it, right?
yes.
Okay, so put a question mark, then ask it. See what it says. Good question. So here from AI, community, here's a whole community area you can go to. Prompt, here's a whole library of different prompts you can use. Books and guides, okay? All sorts of stuff here, okay? Community, okay, so I see, and I can just copy this right here, okay? And then I'll just go over here and I'll stop the share. I'll go to the chat here and put it in a chat. And there you go. And oh shucks, it says I've got too much stuff. But anyway, I can put that in your individual chat, Faraday, and if anybody else wants it, I can put it in theirs too. Let me go down and find your chat and WeChat. Okay, so I just posted all the information in your WeChat. Okay.
Okay.
So see, but you could do that too. I mean, you could just do what I just did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just, I mean, you can ask me, but what do? I just go ask ChatGPT. You can ask you can add it. You can ask it about itself.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because ChatGPTs. Okay. You see, because
Or use DeepSeek. DeepSeek is very good. Use DeepSeek. It's also very good.
you mean it's same? It's same. You mean answer, or you mean
No, DeepSeek will give you similar but different answers. DeepSeek is DeepSeek is, in some sense, it goes deeper even than ChatGPT. Use DeepSeek also. It's also it's everywhere. You're going to have too much good answers.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dwight.
Katrina, are you there? Katrina let me see, what time is it in Detroit? Is Detroit Central Time or Eastern Time? If it's Eastern Time, it's going to be 11 p.m. there. If it's Central Time, it's going to be 10 p.m. there. Anyway, a little bit late where she is. And I guess she's not there. So let's see here. Just a second here. So, Bean, what's your number one value that you have taken away from today? Benefit, feedback.
Don't have any burden
Say again?
on the relationship.
No, I didn't. I
Just
didn't
for
ask if
having
you had any
fun.
problems. I just say, what did you learn out of today's conversations?
Oh, I learned about the relationship. Don't just for having fun.
Okay,
have-
yeah, I think you tend to be very serious about relationships, right? So you want to stay away from them.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
Don't have any
I mean,
burden.
I talk with Clara, but I mean, in a different way, girls are just to have fun with too. This can be great to have a girl in your life.
Yes, maybe we should have a tolerance. Should have a tolerance
Tolerance.
about a relationship because I think it's instinct, human instinct.
Well, it's deeper than instinct. Scientists, they've actually pretty much documented. It's like the whole purpose of humans' behavior is to have sex and babies. So everything. I mean, maybe a lot of things that we do, it doesn't seem like that's the ultimate end to it. But if you look deep enough, it's like, hey, it's just and it creates this desire, for the men men are attracted to women in general, aside from and there's even explanation for gayness. Okay, but when men are attracted to women, oh my God, yeah, it's so special to be with a woman. It can be. Oh my God, I mean, it's a feeling that we men cannot get any other way. You know, and the same with women. With the right man, it's a feeling they cannot get any other way. It's just so amazing. You know. And there's a lot of things that can get in the way and go wrong and all that stuff too. Oh, especially and start putting all these rules on it.
Yes.
Marriage, babies,
Yes,
responsibility.
many rules to
Yeah.
constrain it.
Yes, yeah, because it can, there are problems. Because in a way, nature doesn't care about. It just wants you to. It just wants the woman get excited enough so that the woman gets pregnant and babies comes. That's all nature wants. And there could be, but then there's the problems down. Okay, babies. And then the woman once she has a baby, usually she has all her energy goes into the babies, and takes it away from the man, and all sorts of problems develop. But anyway, but 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 today we can sort of I don't know whether I've ever told y'all, but do you know what a vasectomy is, I being
I
vasectomy?
don't know.
It's a special
But
operation a man can have. So then no eggs will come out. So he can have sex and he doesn't have to worry about
oh,
getting a woman pregnant. So I was so sure I never want kids. I had a vasectomy when I was 25. So
oh,
and sometimes and usually when I start to get together with a girl, I would say, "Oh, that's great," because they don't want to get pregnant either. And so then we could just have fun. We don't have to worry about babies. Of course, nature didn't plan on that operation. So we're in a way
that's a great determine
a great what?
determination.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
a
it's a
great.
very simple operation. I think every man should. And if you think you'll have babies some days, you can put your sperm in a sperm bank. So you can later on you can take it out if you really want to have babies by your DNA, you can take it out. But once you have the operation, then it creates a freedom and women have the bigger burden because they have the bigger risk to get pregnant. So, but that's really great for women. It's great for men. And then there's a freedom there. So, because yeah, there's other forms of birth control, but they're not as guaranteed as that way. And
Yeah.
I never want a woman to say to me, "I have your baby." No, you don't have. Maybe some other man's baby, but not my baby. Oh, you like that, Claire? One time I met a woman. She actually had her tubes tied. A woman can have an operation too, although it's more complicated. Okay. Usually it's called tubal ablation, where a woman can have the operation so that her tubes are closed up, so it prevents her from having operation, babies too. Um, but it's more complicated the operation than men. It's a much simpler operation for men. So one time I had a girlfriend. She had that operation. I had my operation. We were super safe, double safe. Couldn't get more safer. But anyway, all of Noah, the nature just wants us to. So it creates this incredible sense of feeling and joy that's so amazing that can exist between a man and a woman. That we just can't get anyplace else. I'm sure there's a lot of other satisfactions that we can have in life. And I would never say to anybody, you can't have a very happy life without that. But it's nothing compares to that, you know, when it happens, you know. But how to have it happen and keep it alive, that's a challenge. That's simple. I've been working on myself a long time, you know. So thank you, Ibeen. So
Thank you.
uh what else, what have you learned? Anything additional you want to say today, Claire, about what you've learned today?
Courage. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, did you finish, Ibeen?
Yes, I finished.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Claire.
Courage, and I am boss of my life. So it's Joy Tao, the woman. I attend this meeting room. A woman told you his career, blah, 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 blah. So you said you're the boss of your life. You can't choose your job and your leader by yourself. So yeah, it's right. If you not happy, you don't feel happy of this job, you can change another one.
Yeah,
Because
but you have the option. Sure, there's cost and benefit and everything. Yeah, so that's all part of the game. But yes, but just have the idea that you're not. There's so many options. You know, I mean,
yeah,
even so many. Sometimes you can even get overwhelmed with the options instead of just thinking there's one way, or you know, just there's all sorts of options, possibilities that most people don't think they are there because they never go looking, or they just believe the standard cultural thing. Oh, it's always
yeah.
this way or always that way, you know.
Yeah, you know, I was moved on Beijing. When I met you, we are in Kunming. So
Okay.
I moved to Beijing when I was 20, 27. 27, I moved to Beijing. So many people said, wow, you're crazy. Kunming, you have a good job, but you move to Beijing, you lose everything. Your friend, your family, nothing. There was nothing. But I believe, oh, Kunming is a city. Beijing is a city.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Why?
right.
Same city.
Yeah, and you have some old friends back in Kunming, then you make new friends in Beijing, right? Yeah, it's like
Yeah. So
you make
Beijing's boyfriend is more handsome.
yeah, oh yeah, and they're taller too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So courage. We always use our courage.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm
Any,
still.
do you have any closing comments or feedback?
Mm, I think that different people have different ways that have got a own way that you feel free. That is very important, and don't judge others.
Mhm. Good.
That is
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
And also, I think love is not the happiness, but also the responsibility, and also the things. Not only happy. That is my own opinion.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Katrina, are you there or not? Maybe she's asleep and she just fell asleep with her mobile phone on or something. Any additional feedback, Faraday?
I think just like you talk with the Joy is you have a long conversation. Just to say again, is a life is a playground. I think it's a long time. I can't this sentence.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
very nice.
Listen, everybody, you know, I'm always very happy to do this session, but recently you may have noticed it's not so many people show up. So I'm going to actually change from twice a month to once a month. Okay. So, so in general, in the future, it's going to be on the first Sunday of the month. So the next one should be on Sunday, the September 7th. So if you could plan for that and tell your friends about that, then the next one will be on Sunday, September 7th. Okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye. Take
Bye bye,
care.
Dwight.
Bye.
这个
Bye.
Everything be well in the hospital.
Okay, will do.